Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was gonna miss.
Introducing first, he is Special K, Kell Brook, the former welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of Sheffield, England. Saul Canelo Alvarez,
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
And this one has all of those. And there's the bell to start the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? It's bombs away. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. The audience absolutely right on top of you in this very special environment here.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
This has been a very competitive round between these two. That hook doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know,
Kell Brook may need to take a knee here.
Beautiful sneaky shot to take his legs away from him.
I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting. Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He scores with the counter. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. That jab misses. Counter punch caught him clean. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. It's all offense all the time. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. The game plan does not... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those counter punches, and they're down. Would be wise here to take the full 8 seconds.
Oh, he's down, he's down. Is he going to get up? He's staggering.
So he's back up again, but he's got to think about his personal safety and future here, doesn't he, Johnny?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Punch lands. Not a lot of punch out. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Those counter punches have to hurt. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. He's been... And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making.
His legs have gone. He's got to get their hands up. It's survival instinct.
So he will take a knee here and get a nice reprieve from the action.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
Throws the uppercut, but misses. Good counter punch. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
You've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
No rest for the weary. Both of of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Nice counter shot. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The defense failed them.
Does he know he's hurt him? Look at him. That back foot went. It complete.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Oh, we've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
These days, wet.
He's going to take a knee.
It's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Talk about Brook in that last round. So it's plan B time after... And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Oh my, that's a game changer.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They both want the knockout. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Oh my goodness, what pace, what pace. They're like, do you know what a Yorkshire Terrier is, Tom? They're like little Yorkshire Terriers.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate this? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. What a world championship fight we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. Can't find a home for that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. He is dead. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That punch lands. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Swing and a miss with that hook. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap.
Stumbling around in potholes.
Oh, what a shot. He's...
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. You've got... And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter-punching.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
You'd like to see more and they got caught.
Oh, I heard that never by.
So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
Gonna shake out the arms and legs and move around a little bit. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Punch, counter punch. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure.
The corner.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round. They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect. He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot, a clean one, then he's out of there.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Brook in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. What is this round going to look like after all the drama of the previous round where both of these athletes went down?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. How is this going to work? But you know what? The one up.
And now going for the finish. The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here.
Bambi legs are kicking in and slip.
Before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
What you see right there is a heartbroken fighter.
Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost. Not by a cut, not by a TKO.